Erica did really well, and we both shot well.
See how I set you up for that?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, the bronze medal match is in the books, and now time to get ready for the mixed team gold medal match. Once again, the world record, 159 points. We'll see if Italy or India can threaten that. Italy coming in as the 8th seed and India coming in as the 3rd seed. There's a look at the team from India, which got by Great Britain, the Russian Federation, and Canada to reach this gold medal match. On the left, Manjuta Soy, and on the right, the 19-year-old Rajat Chauhan. And they will take on the 8th-seeded team from Italy. One of the most dangerous duos in mixed team competition. Marcella Tonioli and Sergio Pagni ranked 2nd in the world in mixed team competition. These two just have a good chemistry. They work really well together.
Yeah, they're defending world champions. I mean, since the event come on last time in Italy, they've done really well together.
So Pagni on the right and Tonioli on the left. Sergio had a chance at a bronze medal this morning. That slipped away from the Italian team in a great match against France. So he'll be out for his medal in this match today. Italy shooting at target number 1 and India on target number 2. Now last month in Shanghai, it was Korea against USA for the gold medal. And Braden Gelantine and Erica Jones took on Seokji Hyun and Min Leong of Korea. Match was tied with 2 arrows to go, and Braden came through in the clutch with a bullseye on the final shot to give the Americans the gold medal. Korea settling for the silver. But here in Antalya, it's Italy and India for the gold medal. And here's a good look at the team from Italy, which defeated France, upset the United States. The team comprised of Erica Jones and Roger Willett Jr., and then got past Iran to reach this match. Marcella Tonioli to shoot first. Good start.
Yeah, on the right side too, so she's played enough wind that she can make sure and be okay and give a little.
If you hit that first shot, it's got to give you a boost of confidence, doesn't it?
It's a super comfort factor. I mean, you know, you're like, oh, everything's going to work good. I know where I need to be, and everything, barring even a big change, the wind won't change enough to really, if you make the same shot, get you out of anything.
I think it's the same in any sport, basketball, any sport. If you come out and you're doing well to start.
Yeah, oh yeah, it just rolls. You know,
it's a good way to put it, yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, the Italians are rolling well. Pair of bullseyes by Tonioli and Pagni to start the match. And that puts pressure on the team from India, Manjuta Soy, 27 years young, with her first shot of the day.
10.
Game on.
Yep, not giving up any room there at all. You know, a couple of 10s in that wind to start off with is a pretty good start. So to follow up with a 10 is a definitely.
Rajat Chauhan, 19 years old.
9.
And a nice shot for Chauhan. Of course, we saw a 17-year-old. You did, up close and personal in your match this morning.
Yeah.
Stefan Hansen.
Yeah.
It's remarkable to see the 17-year-old handle that kind of pressure.
Yeah, new young kid. I mean, Denmark's always had a solid team, and throw a new one in there that's shooting well makes them a formidable competitor for anything this year.
9, just under 10.
You could sort of see that Tonioli kind of pulled away as she let that arrow go.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with it. I think the wind may have just caught her a little bit because it is on the downwind side, they call it.
Sergio picks it up with a 10. So a very strong end for Italy. And a good look at Manjuta Soy.
7.
Who'd like a mulligan?
Yeah, that's not exactly one of the places you want to put one in the matches. Mixed team especially because there's not a lot of arrows. It gets tight in a hurry.
6.
10, X-ray.
So Rajat Chauhan picks it up with a 10.
12 arrows to go.
39 points for the team from Italy. And 36 points, if my math is right, for the Indian team. Here in the mixed team gold medal match. Italy talking it over. Good start right there. Confidence boost, as Rio has mentioned. Reo Wilde joining us here. And in fact, we were trying to think about this, Rio. Well, this is the first chance we've had to bring you on because you've always been in the medal matches in the afternoon. When's the last time you have not qualified for a medal match? I can't remember. Can you?
It's been a while ago. Not exactly something I want to keep going on, but yeah, it's a little different.
I mean, we're happy to have you here, don't get me wrong, but I would understand if you would rather be somewhere else right now.
Yep, I understand that. I would rather be there, but, you know, that's just how the marbles fell this weekend and where we ended up. So we'll just...
If anything, this will provide more motivation for you to never be back on on the air with us again.
No, it's good to be here. Like I said, it's one of them things that luckily I've had a pretty good string, so.
Three-point lead or three-point deficit, I suppose it depends on which side you're on. For India, they're 3 down.
India with 9.
And Manjuda Soy, who's ranked 53rd in the world, starts off with a 9. Chauhan was 5th in 2 events last year here at stage 2 when he was only 18 years old. Bullseye for Chauhan. Now Marcella, who had a bronze medal last month at stage 1 in Shanghai. And last year here in Antalya beat Albina Laganova for the women's gold medal. So she's had success here in Antalya.
Yeah, and she's a solid shooter. Like I said, her and Sergio together have always been a powerhouse. So.
Just on the line. And we'll wait for the judges' ruling on that once the end is over.
Makes it tough sometimes when that arrow's coming in there whipping is how it tears the paper and tough to call. So you kind of hope you get the luck of the judge on that one.
We talked about that this morning. That's why the judges go to the seminars.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, her arrow's in there with a big, from slapping back and forth. Big tear in the paper.
So a pair of 9s to finish off the second end for India. 9-10, 9-9. Back to Tonioli, who started shooting at the age of 8. And whoa, what happened there, Rio?
I'd say the wind caught her because it's straight left. Not happy with it. Yeah, she's not.
Understandably so.
And it could have caught her just before she went, so she didn't realize it as much because she kind of had that shake in her head like she wasn't sure what had happened.
We'll talk about that more in just a moment. Sergio Pagni, though, comes back with a 10 on the line, but that will count as a 10. Now, when you're getting set to shoot, how do you know, when do you know to release?
Depends on the release that they have. Some have some that will kind of have a command shot. Some have some that are called tension releases that they have if kind of a door or a window is the when it will go off. You're never positive at that exact second when it will go off. Because what happens is if you have a release that you command off, if you don't have really good control and a lot over it, it'll cause target panic because your body starts to anticipate it. So your body will jump off it, you know. And the wind, it's not as bad because you got a lot of movement. Your body can't really anticipate as bad. But for the most part, most guys shoot a release that they have a window on that it will go within such a window. And they don't want to know exactly when, but they have a pretty good idea in that window.
So it's a little trickier than it might appear.
Yes, a lot trickier.
A lot trickier.
Yeah.
Interesting. 1-point match now, 74-73. That's 6, certainly changing the complexion of things and allowing India to get back into this match.
Yeah, it opens the door back wide open.
Manjuda Soy to start off the third end, starts off well. We saw in that match, the bronze medal match between Italy and France this morning, you never give up, do you?
No.
You can't afford to give up.
No. I mean, just like here, I mean, they just kept sticking with it, and Italy opened the door a little bit. And
10-9 liner.
Another one that may have just kicked out by the looks of it.
I agree with the spotter.
Finito bene via. Senza problemi.
You know, that gives them an open door where they've stayed solid and just kept working it.
Now, how tough is it for Tonioli to put that 6 out of her mind and shoot this shot?
It's a little tough, but some people have a good memory of forgetting quickly, some don't. And so
Ed è bassino.
the biggest part depends on your teammate, you know, where Sergio picked her up pretty good. And he just said, hey, we'll cover, I'm sure.
Now, I know you've never shot a 6, Rio.
I have.
But how do you put things out of your mind? You've had success at that, obviously.
The biggest thing is you know that your next arrow is going to count. I mean, you know, there'll be another day.
Sì.
Lots of things go on in this sport. You're going to have some days that aren't as good, some that are. And so you got to kind of keep chugging away.
Just keep focusing on
Yeah.
what's in front of you, huh?
Yeah.
Right now, Italy with a 1-point lead. Both teams come out with a 10 and a 9. And there's the 10 ring again for Manjuda Soy.
Yeah, since they've opened that door, they really got really tight and shot really well.
So things have gotten interesting after India fell behind by 3 in the first end, but a 6 in the second end for Italy, allowing India back into the match. So 3 of the 4 shots in this end in the 10 ring.
And that's not easy with that wind whipping out there. I mean, you can see by the flags and all that.
And the wind gauge on our screen up to 4 meters. Tonioli a little bit high off to the left, but in the 9 ring.
9 alle 9 fuori di 5.
And the best that Italy can hope for right now is a tie. But Pagni's got to put one in the center of the target.
9, India.
And how about that? India has come back from 3 down to go up by 1.
That's it. It's a crazy change of events there in a hurry.
The crowd enjoying it here on Konyaaltı Beach on the Turkish Riviera. Hope you are as well as we get set for the 4th and final end here in the mixed team gold medal match. India's Rajat Chauhan and Manjuda Soy coming back, grabbing a 1-point lead, 112 to 111 right now. And again, it was that 6 for Italy on the 3rd shot of the second end that turned things around. Italy had a nice lead, was trying to build on that, but the 6 opened the door. India's come back, and since that 6 was shot,
Scores are official and confirmed.
India has shot 3 bullseyes and 3 nines.
Which in that weather is
Italy shooting first.
pretty good shooting. It's pretty consistent, and they'll usually put you on the podium.
Under beautiful skies here in Antalya, Turkey, right on the beach. Heading down the stretch in this gold medal match.
Tieni bene.
Tonioli.
Sì.
10 points.
And you heard her coach say, see.
10 alle 9
Yeah,
vicino
good,
all'X.
good comeback. Like I said, after the 6, she's done
Mezzo.
shot really well.
Ok.
Like I said, a lot of that has to do with the teammates. You know, how they talk to them and carry them around and know how to work well together. That's why I think they do so well together in the mixed team.
Qua a sinistra, Sergio. No,
Just outside the 10 ring.
8 mm.
9 points.
Leggermente basso.
So now an opportunity for India. Soy ranked as high as 19th back in 2006. Was 17th last month in the women's individual competition in Shanghai. And she shoots it high.
Opens the door back for them.
So back and forth we go. India needs a 10 right here to keep this match even with 2 arrows to go.
10. Each team with the final 2 shots coming up now.
So we've got a horse race here in Antalya. Tied at 130, each team with 2 more shots.
10.
Tonioli with a 10.
Di riga. Ottima.
That's what you're hoping for. You want the 20 so that you know you put the pressure on them to hope
Exactly.
that you don't have the shoot off.
Sergio lines it up through his sight. Another bullseye. How much pressure is on these kids from India right now?
A lot. I mean, you know what you have to do now. There's no room for error. No, hey, I can fudge it like Dietmar had just hit the scoring ring. You know you have to put it in the middle.
Is there any way to put that out of your mind and focus just on the shot?
Some people can. It's just tough.
I think she did it.
Yeah, she did a great job. That's
Manjula Soy.
stepping it up. The young guy now, sometimes when you're young, you don't think about it as much, and so.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Just need a bullseye to send this to a shoot-off. Oh, just outside the 10 ring. And it's over at a 1-point win for Italy. How about that?
Yeah, you can see he knew when it broke that he wasn't happy with it. So.
It's not even a game of inches.
No, it can be
millimeters.
It can be a hair. I mean, that's what we talk about a lot when we're shooting, even indoors. You know, it's like, man, just one little hair could be the difference between a win and a loss.
It was that close. So Italy down by 1 after 3 ends, comes back in the 4th end, and it's Sergio Pagni and Marcella Tonioli who get to pose for the pictures, and they'll get the gold medal that they came here for as they come from behind with some clutch shots down the stretch. Take nothing away, though, for the team from India. They fell behind early, came back, had the lead, and really did shoot well in that 4th end.
Yeah, they kept fighting. I mean, you know, they were sitting there fighting, and then Italy gave them that 6 to kind of give them back in the game, and they just stayed right there and stayed consistent. And then they had that 8 to kind of give it back a little bit to Italy, and they just never gave it back again.
And unless you've been there, like you have, I haven't, but unless you've been there, you can't appreciate, I think, how much pressure there was on Rajat Chauhan with that final shot. He knew. I mean, he knew that he had to come up with a 10, otherwise it's over.
Yeah, I put myself in the same situation earlier this week. If I'd have shot a 10 against Braden, we'd have been in a shoot-off, and I missed my last arrow. So I know that situation all too well this week.